Over 2 million people have watched Dr. Ellie Phillips explain this 5-step system that she claims can eliminate cavities and skip dental cleanings. But here's the problem. Dentists are completely divided on whether or not this is brilliant or completely dangerous. So I bought all 5 of the products and I tested them out on myself to find out the truth. I'm Connor, I'm a dentist, and I'm not sponsored by anybody in this video. I spent my own money on these products because one of my shorts about Dr. Ellie's system blew up and you had a lot of questions. So this system involves 5 specific products used in a specific order twice a day. They're Xylitol gum, a Closys rinse, Crest toothpaste, Listerine, and an ACT fluoride rinse. So let's start off with the first ones. So the first thing that Dr. Ellie recommends in her Mouthcare system is Xylitol gum. Now, in her actual leaflet, she recommends using her own Xylitol gum. I wasn't able to get any Xylitol gum, but this pure gum is what I could get. The active ingredient in her product is xylitol, and then it's 100% xylitol. These are also made with 100% xylitol, so I felt that that was a fair substitution. The purpose of the xylitol gum is to help loosen plaque, reduce acidity, will also help to remineralize teeth. We're supposed to use this after every meal, after every snack, so you can end up using quite a bit of this during the course of the whole thing. Now, I really like xylitol as a product. I think this is a fantastic addition into any oral care system. What I find that after using it for a while, it can make your stomach a little bit upset sometimes, so just be careful with that, but otherwise a great product. The second thing that she is going to recommend is something like this. This is Closys mouth rinse, and I love this mouthwash. This is a fantastic mouthwash. It's basically like water, but with a few extra nice things in it that's really going to help reduce acidity in your mouth. And the way that Dr. Ellie recommends it is as a pre-rinse. So before you brush your teeth or before you do anything else, you're getting rid of any acidity in your mouth. And I think it's a fantastic way to start any routine. And as part of the routine, we're using this for 1 minute, rinsing with this for 1 minute. Dr. Ellie specifically recommends this one where it's unflavored. So in doing my best to stick to her routine, I have also gone for the same. Now, the next step of the program is brushing. And Dr. Ellie specifically recommends Crest toothpaste with a specific brush as well. Now, the brush itself I find a little bit too hard. The bristle's a bit too stiff, and the first few times that I used it, I wasn't a fan of it, because I felt it was actually doing more damage to my gums than actually helping them. The more I used it and the more I persevered with it, the easier the brush got, because I probably got used to what kind of pressure I need. One of the big drawbacks of using a medium or a hard toothbrush is that if you scrub your teeth too hard, you are going to cause damage. So the other part is the Crest toothpaste, and specifically there we're looking for an ingredient, sodium fluoride, at the same concentration. Now, because I'm in Ireland, I struggled to get Crest toothpaste, so I did another substitution here, and I just used a regular Colgate toothpaste that was also based on sodium fluoride at the same concentration of Crest. This is an absolutely fine step of this program. I've nothing to disagree with here, other than what I had said about the toothbrush. But using any toothpaste that contains fluoride is going to be good for your teeth. Dr. Ellie also mentions talking about using the toothbrush kind of like a gum massage. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. She also specifically mentions focusing at the gum line, and that is good advice as well. So the next part of the program is to use Listerine as an antiseptic mouth rinse. I didn't like this step for a couple of different reasons, because the alcohol itself, I find it very difficult to use. It really does sting your mouth, especially when you're not used to using it. It makes your mouth quite dry afterwards. So for me, it would be one part that I would skip. The other part that I find kind of strange with this is the idea of liquid flossing, or allowing Listerine to get in between your teeth to do your flossing for you. I don't think that works. I'm not convinced on using a liquid like that with just the power of swishing it around your mouth to be an effective replacement for floss. So the way that we're supposed to use this is to rinse it around your mouth for 30 to 60 seconds. And specifically here, we're to avoid alcohol-free versions or certain flavors that Dr. Ellie also rules out. So the purpose here is to kill the bacteria that cause plaque and gingivitis. The booklet also does note that Listerine is an acidic mouthwash as well, but that will be negated by the next step that we're about to do. And that final step is a fluoride rinse. Now, a fluoride rinse is completely perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing a fluoride rinse because it's going to give you that extra bit of fluoride again that's going to help protect your teeth. And yeah, this is a fine step as well. Maybe it's a little bit over the top because we've already had fluoride before in the process. So do we really need more of it? I suppose that's up to you to decide. So my final thoughts altogether on the system, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So this system is largely a chemical approach to oral care using a sequence of rinsing to eliminate bacteria. I think that the system does that well, and attacking bacteria with xylitol, the Closys and Listerine, they all attack oral bacteria in a variety of chemical pathways. And while this chemical approach is strong, the system does have significant gaps regarding mechanical cleaning, and I have three main issues with this system. The no flossing claim is probably the most glaring omission. Most dental professionals agree that liquid rinsing or liquid flossing cannot physically remove the sticky biofilm or plaque that's between the contacts of teeth effectively. The second issue I have is to do with alcohol and acidity. The system insists on using the antiseptic Listerine, acknowledging that it contains alcohol and that it's acidic, and then it also argues that the subsequent ACT rinse washes away the drying alcohol. This could still be problematic for people with dry mouths like xerostomia or sensitive soft tissues or a history of alcohol sensitivity. The booklet claims you must use these specific brands and flavors. For example, it claims that the regular Crest toothpaste is superior because it lacks problematic additives. This implies that no other toothpaste on the market is acceptable, which is a scientifically weak claim. There are likely many other simple fluoridated toothpastes that would work similarly. I made a short about this same topic before, and I had a lot of people commenting how the system worked for them and how good it was. I'd love to see some proper scientific studies using this system, and that would shed some light on how effective it truly is.